Nick.
Yes, sir.
It's your first time here.
Yes, sir.
He was here for 2 days, so you got a different perspective. You got straight out of the chute the fire hose, right?
Yes. Mouth open.
Mouth open. So how do you summarize it? Got any big takeaways?
To me, it seems like it's an area of constant demand with lower competition, which is a niche that I want to get into.
Okay. And your background is mostly what?
Site engineering and then residential renovations.
Okay. So you're going to move this into the federal sector now?
Correct.
Okay. What's going to be your recommendation as far as the 3-day?
Last night we discussed all 4 of us coming in July.
Okay. So you're going to have a full, you guys ready to go to this
Yes.
full time then?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to having you. Any particular big takeaway that you just say, this part really meant a lot to me?
The biggest takeaway is that this workshop is not solely a workshop. I would call it an introduction to a network. And that's how I view it.
Okay.
So I don't feel like it's something that's ending today. I feel like it's a new relationship with someone who could be a huge asset to our company.
Okay. Well, that's what we're here for. All right. Ryan, this is your first time, right?
Yes, sir.
So give me your biggest takeaway.
Being able to navigate your way with the procurement officers with the government, you know, the communication that you've instructed us not to have with them and have with you guys.
Right.
That's completely opposite from how we do it residentially. I think that's one of the bigger things that I've taken away from it. And then also bidding jobs that you know nothing about. There was a lot of times in this workshop where I was skeptical because a lot of the projects that I was seeing is I have no experience with a wind tunnel or, you know, a lift station as far as replacing them. And you guys have made it where I feel comfortable bidding those projects moving forward.
We showed you different ways that you can attack not knowing something, how to get the information and then turn it into a job.
Right.
So you're brand new as far as going to the government sector.
Right.
So if somebody's trying to make a decision as to whether or not they should come to this workshop during the government contracting, what would you tell them?
I think you should definitely give it a shot. As Nick said before, it's a lot of work. We sat down last night for a couple of hours and worked through a couple of contracts, or tried to. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's a lot of paperwork and it's a lot of, you know, contract stuff, but the information you guys give is invaluable.
Just walks you through step by step.
Right.
So there's nothing insurmountable here.
No.
Okay. So all 4 of you, so you got John, Constantine, Ryan, and Nick. All 4 of you guys are going to be here in July?
That's the current.
We're looking forward to it. Yeah, because, man, Denver's a huge area. Miller, you were skeptical. You were probably the most skeptical guy in the room coming in.
I don't know if I'm skeptical, but the whole head trash thing that I got called on, you know, knowing that maybe the areas that where I'm intimidated about something or I see something, I go, man, I don't know anything about that. Maybe that's where I should go.
Right.
Go for that. You know, that's the sign that, hey, this is the way to go.
Right.
So.
And if you ever have any problems or questions, what can you always do?
Call you guys.
Okay. You feel comfortable that that's going to work out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have found, our experience is that people do a lot better if at least 2 people come to the workshop because they start feeding off each other and challenging each other. So a lot more difficult with just one. How do you feel about that, Don?
Yeah, I totally concur with that. 3 heads are definitely better than none. You know.
You've been around in construction, what, 30 years, 25 years?
Yeah, I've been around it, not as involved in it as maybe some of the other people here.
How about your experience and background in federal work? You had done a little bit. You said.
Well, yeah, actually, I have been a sub. I didn't even know what I was doing. I mean, I didn't know the system.
Right.
When I put in that Holloman Air Force Base car wash, a guy called me that was doing government contracts, you know, and he asked the questions, and you know, I gave him a good price. I made good money off of it, and I'm looking back now, he probably made awesome money off of it.
Well, you found out that what happened to me, right?
Yeah, exactly. Although I didn't get to find out, but I surely suspect it now.
Yeah. So, from your perspective, you've been here for all 3 days. What was your biggest takeaway?
Well, it's really hard to narrow it down to one. Going back to the first day, I really liked we kind of spent some time on the psychological aspect, the fear, just how fear paralyzes, and you start projecting your fears onto other people and the things that you think, well, surely they're going to think that. and just learning to kind of take control of situations.
Reed, this was your second time?
Second time.
So, what made you come back?
The seeing the potential that exists and wanting to learn more. Wanting to learn more, wanting to be connected with a group of individuals that know how to play a game very well. And if I'm going to play in a game, I want to be on that team.
Okay. So what was your big takeaway from the 3-day workshop versus the 2-day?
Reinforcement of a lot of what was learned on the 2-day. Benefits, definitely the exceptions, going through some more specifics on estimating the nuances that go along with that was kind of the new information that I picked up on that we really didn't get into very much in the 2-day.
Right. Okay, so if one of the guys that had been to the 2-day was kind of on the fence whether he should come to the 3-day, what would you advise him?
It's just an automatic decision.
Yeah.
I'm in for the 3-day. My perspective is if I'm going to do something, then I need to be exposed to it again and again and again, because every time I'm exposed to it, I'm going to learn more.
Right.
So come in for the 3-day, get the full value, and then come again and again and again.
How'd you like the format or the style that we use of presenting this?
You've got a great combination between Sean and you and your personalities, your viewpoints. It's a great combination. I really enjoyed the interaction and the presentation.
Okay, well, good. So what do you tell somebody that's on the fence deciding whether or not they should attend the workshop?
Make a decision whether to come or not. And if you make the decision to come, then come all in. Don't come just to check it out. Come to play the game. If you're going to come just to check it out, stay at home.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much. Appreciate being here. I hope we see you at the next one. Lateef, this is your second time. You came back.
Absolutely.
What was the driving force? What made you decide to come again?
Well, I'm interested. I'm excited about expanding my entrepreneur gift that God gave me. So I want to be financially successful to take care of myself and my family. That's the goal.
So, what was your big takeaway for this workshop? Because this was more comprehensive. There was additional material here that we covered that you didn't learn before, right?
That's correct. Yeah, this kind of build the knowledge, the confidence, and everything. So more understanding of it kind of build it up. So now I pretty much feel comfortable to move forward with bidding and getting the contract, handling the contract, and sort of things. Yeah.
Okay. So the last question for you is, somebody's trying to decide whether or not they should come to this event as a contractor. They're in the construction business. Should they learn federal contracting? Is this the right place to come to learn it? What do you tell them?
Yeah, definitely this is the right place, but I cannot make a decision for them. This is you got to want something. They have to want to be here. They have to have a reason that they want to do this. I can only speak for myself, but I've gained a lot of knowledge. Also, you're going to be my mentor in this business. So I am in partnership with your company. So this worked perfect for Lateef.
Right.
So it worked for me.
All right.
It's going to be great.
Well, I thank you very much for coming. You know you're invited to come back as often as you want. Okay. We're looking forward to you growing a company and bring one of your team members in one of these days.
I definitely will. Thank you.